So, this video has turned into a two-part video because of technical difficulties. I recorded off my phone and somebody called me towards the end of my video. I usually redo my videos, but I was so much on a roll. I'm just gonna cut that last one at a certain spot. So if you're wondering why the last video ended dry, that's why. But continuation of the last video. Basically, I was into the part talking about parables in the Bible and different things, explaining basically the how melanated people fell from greatness, fell from that spiritual nature down to that physical nature, and the karma that came with it. You know what I'm saying? I think I was talking about, I was in the part about in the matter of fact, like in the Bible, like where we were it was explaining Deuteronomy how we was gonna suffer for so many years, and our last names would be taken, things of that nature. And matter of fact, like say for instance, and that's what I was talking about too, that was the basis of my whole video, was just the way they hide and misinform us, you know what I'm saying? Because even down to the word chemistry come from chemet, and chemistry like is the study, it's like almost like the study of melanin, the black dot, the eye of Horus, And matter of fact, you'll see the eye of Horus in a lot of places, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, is one of the emblems of the place I work, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go too much into it, but you know what's up when people use different symbols of that nature, you know what I'm saying? Like I spoke on the Freemasonry and things of this nature where they like to use different symbols, you know what I'm saying? Because they know the power behind them, you know what I'm saying? Even down to the Pope having a staff with a pine cone on it, representing the pineal gland and this and that. Matter of fact, and the Pope actually wears lapis lazuli, you know what I'm saying? They won't tell you that, lapis lazuli was what the pharaohs and people in the land of Kemet wore, you know what I'm saying? They spiritually connect you, And that's the thing too with getting your information. That's another thing. I'm not one of them people where I seek information just from somebody black or somebody melanated, whatever, whatever the case may be. Like I get information from everybody. I go across the board and then I just peep out inconsistencies in certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like especially like say for instance if I read something and they refer to Jehudi as Hermes or Tote, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that that person is racist or anything of that nature. It's just that, hey, from the knowledge I know and have attained, I could tell that that person either is misinformed or they're trying to hide my history that goes further back, because everybody knows that Toth, you know what I'm saying, is Jehudi, you know what I'm saying, from the land of Kemet, you know what I'm saying, and Mayat, all the principles of Mayat and the lands of Kemet, this basically the basis of all of the religions you have today. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about it, if all this been going on in the land of Kemet and the Sphinx outdates the Quran, which is 6,000 years old, you know what I'm saying, then the teachings that came before that, you know what I'm saying, were the headliners, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like the story of Jesus, you know what I'm saying? Like I felt like I kind of stay away from it because I'm still trying to learn about it, but I felt like that was like a way for the oppressor to put a spiritual person in black people's face that was of a different color, you know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, Jesus' whole story is the exact story, Horus and Horus and Mayat, Like a matter of fact, what's funny, like my yacht is Mary, and like sitting on the throne, like matter of fact, high explanation, like where like the women have thick thighs and stuff, like the African women have thick thighs and all this. And matter of fact, I saw a sculpture of Nefertiti, and like she had a thick thick frame, body physically, but like the thigh was considered the throne, like that was the throne that the Son of God sat on, you know what I'm saying, with the thighs of my yacht, Matter of fact, and hey, what picture looks familiar? The picture with Jesus sitting on the lap of Mary, you know what I'm saying? That's all all the same thing. That's my thing. I never, apologize and feel the need to apologize for correcting misinformation, especially misinformation that's being used for evil, you know what I'm saying, for negative, you know what I'm saying? Because basically it's like misinformation that's given not only to confuse my people, confuse the black community, but it's confusing everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because they have people of all colors that just want to know the truth, you know what I'm saying? White, Chinese, Indian, whatever name you can name, I can't, Czechoslovakian, German in it. They matter of fact, because they got more, just to add to that, they got a lot of German Rastas, like a lot of German Rastafari who understand and know about Ethiopia, you know what I'm saying? So that goes to show you, you know what I'm saying, that this is information for everybody. It's just most importantly for sure that black people need to get it because it's our history and we the ones who've been away from it for the long, you know what I'm saying? They've been taken away from us for the long. As a matter of fact, in a time where, picture this, where we couldn't read, like they kept books away from us, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't allowing us to read, except for reading the Bible. How coincidental. Because like I said, the Bible has good information and good parables and things in it, but it also was written to kind of keep somebody in a slave mentality, you know what I'm saying? Fearing a God, matter of fact, which is said that God was set, set the God of fear and homosexuality, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking it. I ain't got time to get into that love thing. I'm not knocking. I'm just giving truthful information, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, when you look at that and, with Set being a person, the jealous God, why would you be jealous? Why would you want me to fear you? You know what I'm saying? But that was the Bible we were given. You know what I'm saying? And say, here, read this. Be scared of your master. Do this. If a slave do this, he could be beaten close to death, but not to death. If you beat him to death, then you sin. But only if you beat him halfway dead and he don't die, it's not a sin. It's cool. This is in the Bible, in the Old Testament. Go read it. 'Cause that's another thing too. You gotta read it. You gotta come across all information to get a general idea about everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, so even if it's the oppressor's book, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, or a lot of it has, them ideas and mind frames in it, it's still good to read. Matter of fact, I got an Aleister Crowley book. Now, granted that I make sure I got me some good grounding stones, some tourmaline and things of that nature to keep the negative energy away. But every now and then I tap in and read in his little book and see what he was tapping into. Because it's all info, you know what I'm saying? It's all information, you know what I'm saying? It's only when you don't know how to handle information is when it becomes bad or something that could harm you, you know what I'm saying? But if you open-minded and understand how to attain information, you know what I'm saying, then necessarily no information is, untouchable, And that's my basic point, to just let people understand, especially like I say, especially my older black people, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I say, they just 666. What? Oh no! Oh, that's the devil. What that stone do? Oh, that's that old devil stone. But so this stone's supposed to replace God? Like like they been preached and taught a mind frame, been brainwashed for so many years. You know what I'm saying? And after that brainwashing, matter of fact, that's another thing too. It's conscious karma coming back around right now. See, right now the karma done switched sides and it's flowing back towards the oppressors now. You know what I'm saying? It's like they done did us so wrong for so long. Now that karma is switching up, where we starting to awaken spiritually, consciously, and just physically with knowing our history and shit. Like everybody is starting to gain back who we getting our roots. You know what I'm saying? Because a tree can't stand without something locked into the ground. But we starting to get all that back, and that's a karma from the oppressor doing everybody so wrong for so long, you know what I'm saying? It's only karma that come back around, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, with things like when a people are known for being very metaphysical, you know what I'm saying, and very spiritual, and dealing with things, you know, with the unseen, like with voodoo, you know what I'm saying? Then you know and understand why they're gonna try to scare you into thinking voodoo is evil and scare you from meditating and decalcifying your pineal gland, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna scare you from doing that because they don't, you know. The last thing a bully need is a bunch of people understanding how to stand up for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And the last thing a bully gonna do is just fucking stop and out of blue for no reason and just say, you know what, everybody, I'm just be good to you. And which, hey though, there are some cases where they get touched by the divine, you know what I'm saying? If they get touched by the divine, you never know, they might just up and change their mind. But hey, smell like fish, look like fish, they make a noise like a fish, whatever noise a fish make, then it's a fish, you know what I'm saying? And it's fishy situation, a fishy situation, fishy information, you know? Because even down to, that's another thing, like with our South American brethren and sisters, whew, I mean, it's not even, I ain't even trying to clown, but how the brainwashing that's been implemented on them is just so, like, it's like, well, you have somebody darker than me saying they're Spanish and not of African descent, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about that brainwashing, you know, you want to laugh at a North Korean for worshiping Kim Jong-il, think about that. You know what I'm saying? That some people are the color of a certain, you know, where it's just, you can just obviously see they're a descendant of a certain place, but they so brainwashed, like, oh no, I'm from Spain. Trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, there ain't no punning, I ain't trying to make fun of that situation, because that, you know, but, you know, you just got to wake up from that, because matter of fact, I even came across, you know, some information where some like of the Mayans are like, I saw, which is misinformed people, because for the most part, informed people know that the Olmecs, I mean, when you look at that big ass wide nose like this, you see the big ass wide nose of Buddha, or you see things like where they knock the nose off the Sphinx, you know what I'm saying? With situations like this, you know what I'm saying, it's just obvious facts, you know what I'm saying? But like the Olmecs were the parents of the Mayans, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Think about it, how I said back with Atlantis, like if you think the Mayan civilization is old and been here, then man, you have no idea. Either you have no idea, don't want to have no idea of it, or you just misinforming yourself and others on purpose, you know, whatever the case may be. But just point blank, you know what I'm saying? We got to get back to attaining our knowledge and history, getting back to our own teachings of Kemet, you know what I'm saying, our own lifestyles and things of this nature. And it's not separating, because be real with you, like I said, this is something for everybody. These are laws and principles that were set in place before they even had races. You know, when it was just all melanated people roaming the earth, you know what I'm saying? So think about that. Like, these were the things in place before they even had a North American, a South American, a Asian, a European, a Indian, a Australian. Before all this existed, you know what I'm saying? You had a melanated being, you know what I'm saying, that had principles that existed way before that. As a matter of fact, I tell people too, if you want another way to know if you've been throwing, if you're being thrown some misinformation, is if it's something that comes from like, say for instance, like 6,000 years ago, or closer, and they try to make it seem like it's the end all be all. That's straight misinformation. When I say misinformation, I don't mean all of it is wrong, cause shit, a lot of the religions and stuff, like I say, borrowed. Even though they changed it around somewhat, some of it is somewhat still the same, but they borrowed, all their religions and things are borrowed beliefs and ideologies from Kemet, you know what I'm saying? From the land of Kemet. That all stems down. But like I said, if something comes from 6,000 years ago on down, they make it seem like that was the first sign of civilization, and just don't take that information to heart. You know, read it, you know, learn and pick out, you know, because another thing, you got to understand the social and psychological dynamic of history and getting information and things that, like, say for instance, what's somebody's motive? Like, well, why would I keep voodoo from these people? Oh, well, if I was oppressing them, I would. You know what I'm saying? It's like understanding that dynamic. Well, if I lied about this, then, you know, then you have to create a lie somewhere on this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and once you start understanding, you'll start seeing the good information and the inconsistencies and learn how to pick out the right stuff. You know what I'm saying? But just know how to go and get the good information. Go research, you know what I'm saying? Like anything dealing like the meta netta, like anything dealing with chemic knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Cause like we been, like I said, we've been fell from greatness. We've been like, that's why I tell people too, like when somebody bring up that meat eating things and stuff like that, like, oh yeah, we were cavemen and been, no, we wasn't no cavemen, we wasn't eating no meat, you know what I'm saying? Maybe other people's ancestors were, you know, eating meat and doing things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? And which, yeah, we have some too, because matter of fact, that's the thing, from our fall, you know what I'm saying, when we fell, we started getting away from our liberty, you know what I'm saying, from our spiritual, non-physical liberty, and started, you know, getting into things, because that's another theory behind like animalistic nature, you know what I'm saying. When we fail, we cause a fall amongst everything, you know what I'm saying. It just trickled down to the point now where instead of meditating and being not, you know, having spiritual energy and this and that, somebody worried about a gun. When it's known that, I'm reading that autobiography of a yogi now, when it's known that some yogis could dematerialize things and materialize them, like just manifest them right in front of your face. And if that's possible in this physical realm, and of course I can't make y'all believe this, you know, you gotta meditate and see it and do it. Go on your own DMT trips, read your own books to understand that. But you know, they have yogis that could dematerialize things. So if I know a person could dematerialize things physically, then why? And then I know my history. I know I come from a non-physical being that didn't depend on physical things like eating and all these impulse things that's in this physical world. If I know I come from something like that, then why in the hell would I be worried about a gun or physical things? Matter of fact, why I'm worried about a gun anyway? What life are you preserving? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the illusion of that, you know? But that's the mind frame, like I say, that been trickled down by other cultures that been getting us away from our culture. Cause look who, you know, look where all the bad shit been implemented at. You know what I'm saying? Look who they trying to get to kill each other and give guns to and crack and all these things. You know what I'm saying? Just be aware. You know what I'm saying? There's misinformation everywhere and there's good information everywhere. You just gotta find the right place. And I'm always here. Hit me up on my Instagram, my Facebook, you know, leave a YouTube comment. Mostly my Instagram, Facebook, I'll probably get back to you faster. And I could help you know, tell you what books to read or, you know, what videos to watch or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to help you, you know, gain this knowledge. But that's it for this segment, you know what I'm saying. Want to say peace to all. Happy now, you know what I'm saying? Of course, y'all staying in the moment. And just remember, get the right information. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall victim to getting information from somebody who's trying to oppress you. Don't get your information from somebody who's trying to oppress you. And if you do take information from that person or people, however it may be, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Like, you know, make sure you're getting the right shit out of it. Make sure there is something right or good in it to begin with. It may not be no substance to some of the lies that come with the things you're being told from your oppressor, you know what I'm saying? So just remember that. Go get the real information, you know. But peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrate, you know what I'm saying? The rate at which we vibing is right now. The moment. Take care of everything right now. Like, I just took care of a lot of history. Just right now, I just helped a lot of people start on the track of regaining their history. all in this one moment. And it's everybody history too, because like I said, when I want to end on this note, because I start off, I'm talking to the black people and the melanated people first and foremost, because we the ones that's the most lost, you know what I'm saying? But of course, this is information for everybody, white, Chinese, yellow, red, purple, whatever you are, whoever you are, whatever culture, whatever race, whatever. This is information for all of us, because real information and true information is real and true information, you know, regardless. So, peace. Unconditional love to all, man.